Hey, what's up, Mika? Hi, guys. Thank you. I'm deleting Ed and Ian off of it, though. I don't want them on there now. After I got to looking at it, so the two characters that are right here that were going to be right there. There's Ed and Ian, a dog, and a girl character that's supposed to be there, but I'm not going to put them there now because I ran out of canvas. So yeah, I'm not good, Mika. I'm really not. The last live was horrible. Uh, and hello, Asher, by the way. Yeah, the last live was horrible. If things don't start changing, I'm gonna have to stop doing the lives. So, not real cool with it. Not real happy. Well, it's no, it's not life. It's people trying to be well intentioned and help me out and tell me before the painting is done what's wrong with it. I get that sometimes people are trying to be helpful, but it's really the opposite of that. Um, I don't know how to say it like any better than that. People tend to try to help me by telling me what I'm doing wrong or whatever, but the problem is the painting isn't even done yet, and you guys are trying, or people are trying to tell me what I'm doing wrong in it already and shit, and it's kind of it really kind of sucks when shit like that happens. And there are again, there's 15. I don't like my birthday usually either, so I understand. And again, there's 15 people in here at 5 likes, regular people that come in repeatedly and don't like hit the like button. So if you guys don't want to like the live and stuff, don't come to the lives. I mean, it and at this point, I'd rather do this a whole different way again than have to fight you guys to give me the common courtesy of hitting the like button most of the time. I just don't. I don't know what else to do anymore on asking. Where's my damn glove? Hi, how's it going? I have a gold pin, but it doesn't matter. I guess, Annie. No, mostly my goal is right now I need to make $3,400, and so I need to start selling some paintings, or I got to go get a job or a real job or something like that, so that I can do that. Because that's vitally important that I make that much money soon. So, I wonder if Dutch Brothers is hiring. They seem to be running out of people. At least I can walk there. No, I mean I put a goal in the monetary goal of gifts and stuff like that. That's the goal that I'd want. I don't have a like goal or a share. I would love for you guys to share more, but that seems to be impossible to get for you guys to do. So, other than that, like stay in the channel and watch the live because if not, it's just again kind of one of those things where it hurts the channel. Yeah. See, there's 11 people in here, 7 likes. So, again, it's one of those things. There's the issues of that. Uh, that's not the right color. Yeah, it is actually for the right for Jet. So, anyway, but there may be changes coming to the channel soon to help the channel out since certain things seem to be very difficult for me to get going again or get going. So, but yeah. I also need more memberships. So if you guys can, 99 cents or 4.99 for the Vaultkin Access or Inner Circle. If I can get that going a little bit more, I will get giveaways and stuff like that going on that side for the members, the paid subscription people. So just got to get all of this stuff going or I got to figure out something else because at this point I can't. Yeah. And now there's 4 of you, so cool. All right. See, that's the problem. I can't get retention. I can't keep retention. I can't keep people in here focused for more than 5 seconds at a time. I can't get people to like. I can't get people to share. I can't get people to do a whole lot. So it's very frustrating. I've also been told the marker game is annoying and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of my things that I thought I was doing right on the channel seem to be wrong lately. So, yay. I was even going to try something different today with this one. I had the color palette already picked out for most part. And I was going to start trying to see if I could match it to the amount that I picked out for the right people or for the people colors. But yeah. And I had so much trouble with this painting earlier, trying to get the dimension or her ugly ass head right. What up, Sebastian? How you doing? It's pretty good. I love the soundtrack for it. The music is like the best part, period, for this show. So definitely the best part of this show is the music. And then a whole bunch of like saxophone and jazz and trumpet and fucking just jazz. Jazz. I know a lot of people didn't like it when it came out because of the jazz and the type of stuff it was, but those people are wrong. Everybody's entitled to be wrong. Oh, that's awesome. I'm done with school. I do too. I'm a big fan of it. Well, not all jazz. There's some jazz that I'm not a fan of, like just in general, but for the most part, I am a big fan of like jazz music and uh, like that, where it's really heavy instrumentals. I'm a big fan of that because then it goes again, or it goes with the whole not being able to remember lyrics and songs and stuff. Uh, so that kind of music is always better. Plus, I was in high school marching band when I was in school, and I think that partly uh, makes me respond to music a little bit more than the shit with words in it, if that makes sense. She's paler than this, but it's fine. I may still fucking throw this painting away. Really, I don't know, guys. This weekend was bad, and then I'm having a bad day. Crystal's having a bad day today, too. We're both having bad days, and it's not because of each other. It's just life shit happening, and stress of having to deal with the crap because people, or well, stuff sucks and is stupid. So yeah. So also, by the way, as of now, we won't be. I won't be. I'll keep track of how many markers there are, but I'm not going to ask you guys anymore either. So uh, I was told the game is not as fun as I thought it would be, or is, and it's kind of boring now, or lost its appeal or fun. So I'm not going to play that game with you guys anymore since I was told that. And it doesn't seem like people really understood or cared the game as much. Yeah, I will. She'll like it. Uh, I don't think anybody wants anything. I just don't think people. I just think it's at this point. Uh, I really don't know what it is, or or what people want or not want, or whatever. So, uh, And actually, that skin color is not right for Spike. Onyx, maybe. But I felt like every time that we tried to do the game or we tried to, that's not going to be right either. I don't know. It just didn't. Actually, that's not bad once it dries in. But yeah, the game seemed like people were not. I don't know. It is more a problem than it was worth because, like I said, people either wanted to wait until I gave the answer or not actually guess and try to play the game. So this isn't right, but it might be the right base color for now. And like I said earlier in the last live, I'm not. I'm canceling the sketch vault for this month. I will not be doing a sketch vault. There's not going to be one for this month. So, and that's strictly because there was only a couple people that got their stuff in time. I love yours, Mika. Don't get me wrong, but you didn't get it in on time, and I couldn't use it to post in the video. And then uh, I had to go and search for a couple people's because they didn't do it like they were supposed to. Um, and then I had to pretty much beg you guys to give me an answer or stuff for it this month. So I'm not going to try to push that. So it seems like you guys made the mind up of it's not uh, um, as fun, I guess. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Uh, Haru again? New account again? It's not disappointed, man. Well, then go away, Haru. Goodbye. You're on timeout now. Bye. Goodbye, Haru. Um, you didn't disappoint me, Mika, or anything. It's not like that. It's literally everything I keep trying to do and have for interaction seems to be met with an issue or a problem or a very much big lack of interest. So, there's a couple people here and there, but I have 2,600 subscribers and not anybody like actually doing the they're not people aren't doing stuff or putting or something like. So I asked Katz asked me to draw a specific character. I pinned it to my comments. I did all the stuff that I could do to help her out on that. Told her get 30 likes on it and I'd paint it. No, nope. So either that's people have made the decision that they didn't want me to paint it, which is fine, but also that just tells me that it's not people aren't going to people aren't not going out of their way to help me out or help out other Vaultkin members and stuff like that and stuff that they want. And that's not the community I'm building here either. I want you guys to help out each other and that kind of stuff. But if it's going to be not respected, I don't want to do it anymore. And then like today, this earlier live was not a good one. Yeah, that's a much better color for him. So I don't want to end all of this. I don't want to stop doing this stuff. This is the fun stuff that I've been having fun with, but I also don't want to have to beg you guys for likes when you come into the room. And I have to beg regular people, regulars half the time, just to hit the like button. Nobody shares my work. So it's kind of depressing to keep pushing certain aspects of things and nobody wants to help me either. So and also from here on out, if you guys come on my channel, like what happened to Haru, that Haru person, I don't know if that's the Haru that's normally on my channel or that's a different person that's using the name Haru. But I'm not doing that anymore either. If you're bored, leave. Get out of my channel. I'm not going to baby you, or I'm not babying people anymore and sitting there and I'm not. I'm here to try to do art and help and talk to you guys about art. But if you guys don't want to do that, I can't be a part of it anymore. I can't keep pushing the lack of things. So I don't want to have to change all the channel and do all of the stuff differently, but if push comes to shove, I will have to. And I will have to start enforcing shit a little bit more because right now, things that are happening are hurting my channel way more than you guys are aware of. So and that goes with any of the YouTubers that you guys follow. When you go into their channel and you watch their stuff or you don't comment, it tells YouTube to not push that person's art or that person's page or that person's stuff because you guys didn't like it. So it tells the algorithm or the programming or whatever you want to call it through YouTube bullshit to not send out and push that video. That's why the last couple of videos I've posted here lately have gotten very low views and everything else. You know, because you guys aren't liking it, you guys aren't commenting on it, you guys aren't sharing it, you guys aren't helping me out either. And there's 4 people in here and no one talking. And I guarantee you 2 of them are me. He is pink as shit now. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye. It's again. This. Please don't take this the wrong way. I've heard that a bunch in my life and stuff. So, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, Mika. I promise that's not the case. It's just literally I have heard that so many times. My favorite one is I get paid on Friday. I'll buy something then, and then you know how many times I hear from that person? Zero. So it's like, what there's a phrase, if all your maybes came back, or all your maybes were came back, or something. I can't remember how it goes, but like if all your I'll be backs were 100%, or came back, uh, you'd be a millionaire. And that's a true ass statement for real. If all your people that said, when this or that, lines up, kind of future shit, I'll buy something from you. Uh, it's weird, and like I said, I'm not trying to say you won't, Mika, or anything, and I'm or at all. It's just that's definitely something that I've heard from people, and it's well intentioned and stuff for the most part. When some people say it, and they truly mean it, but then it's like, oh shit, I have to spend X amount of money on this painting or this canvas or this thing or this whatever and shit, and people are just, I don't know. I really don't know on that one, but it's been my experience that I'd rather just not hear anything than somebody say that they will, if that makes sense. And again, like I said, not you specifically, Mika, just in general. That's something that, like, as an artist, I've heard a lot over the years. Is that, and it's usually funny as shit because like you'll ask somebody later. Like I've ran into people before that have said that like in person and be like, "Hey man, it's 3 months from Friday. You gonna buy that painting that you were talking about?" And yeah. No, I got back on live because I had to stop earlier because life and shit. Um, and again, like I said, Mika, I understand like life happens. People can't afford things. People can't whatever, and stuff. So like, not you specifically when I'm talking about this. It's just stuff that I've heard repeatedly over the years as an artist is those things, and it's usually 100% followed up with never happens. I get I stopped getting excited recently, and this is the sad part about how bad scamming and people are anymore. I've gotten I've stopped being excited if somebody tells me they want to buy my art because I don't believe that they're real anymore. If that makes sense, I've come to that point, and I haven't sold anything art wise in over a year now, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you right now that sucks. Especially since Crystal has been doing all this extra work and trying to help me out and get this stuff going, and it's not. So, and I feel really bad about the fact that I keep not being able to contribute and help out in that aspect. I'm getting paid now on YouTube, which is great, but I need to get sales going or stuff. And like I said before, that's where you guys come in and helping me out in that aspect by like sharing the stuff at least. Because at the end of the day, that helps out so much more than anything else. Is if people share it so they can, it can be seen by more people. It can be more people will put eyes on it, so maybe they can buy it, or they will buy it, or they would like to buy it. But then nobody shares, nobody, uh, yeah. KeithWallArt.com, and then I try to sell. I have two conventions this year's paid for, and we're going to. One is in September coming up. Well, one's coming up next month in July, the beginning of the month, and then one is in September. I was trying earlier today, but I decided not to try it. Was to get a free table at a convention coming up this pretty soon here in Las Vegas, but I don't think that that's going to happen because I don't have enough stuff going on. So, um, one is going to be in Glendale, Arizona, and the other one's going to be in Las Vegas. And hi, Domo, how you doing? The one next month in July is going to be in, uh, it's in, Glendale, Arizona, actually, right by the stadium of all places, surprisingly. I don't know if any of you guys actually like follow football or give a shit about football, but the I'll be right by where the Cardinals play, literally. And it's a pretty cool stadium, but I'm not a Cardinals fan, so uh, yeah, that's about it. I'm just not a Cardinals fan. Well, there's prints and other stuff like that, and all too. So there's always like quite abundance of work. Plus, Crystal's adding stuff all the time to the channel or to the website. Plus, I have a huge library of art. And if nothing else, Amy, you could always join the Vaultkin Access. That helps out too, or the Inner Circle. the membership on the channel. Those things help out too. So, and then super likes, chats, things like that. If you guys can afford to do those are all helpful. And that's not all of it. That's the bad thing. We're trying to get it where it's got all of my prints and things like that. So, as in like the prints that I've done of spray paint, that we can sell. Which I mean, I can sell all of my spray paint stuff because it's mine. But I'm talking about like, uh, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say right now. I'm sorry. You know what? We're just gonna cover her whole face. Jet. His name is Jet. He owns the he owns a main ship that Spike, like, him and Spike are buddies and bounty hunter but together. And then they're after Faye at some point for some reason. I can't remember why they're after her. Um, and then she ends up like joining up and helping them out from time to time, mostly mooching off of them, and then stealing shit from them every now and then. But it's kind of funny. Faye's kind of funny. And then they have two other main characters. One's a dog, um, and a crazy girl named Ed. And the crazy girl named Ed is like fucking crazy. I don't know how to explain it better than that. She's fucking crazy. Um, and I got a genius, so she's a genius as well. On top of everything, 732. Ed's character's funny as shit. It's like a couple episodes that she, or like, I don't remember how many episodes she's in before they realize that she's a boy or she's a girl, right? I really can't remember like how many episodes it was, but it was quite a few episodes before they realized that like Ed was a girl. All right, Anonymous, I'm glad you like art. Please give me a like and subscribe if you do. I wouldn't call it underrated, honestly. I wouldn't say it's underrated at all. I don't know why you haven't heard of it, honestly, but I think it's one of the better. Actually, it is kind of an underrated anime now that I think I would call it an underrated anime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say it's underrated. I can now receive exclusive commission rates on YouTube of some sort. Neat. I'll have to look at that later. It's because of the Netflix show. I'm gonna blame the Netflix show. Fucked it up and killed it. The Netflix version fucked it up. If I had to put a reason out there, it's probably why. So there's a couple other anime things like that, in my opinion, that got hurt by Hollywood, Netflix, America for trying to be like, you know what, we can make a live action of that, but we're going to change the entire story of the anime because we don't like it to fit a live action narrative, which is fine, but it's not at the same time, if that makes sense. It's not okay to butcher the anime because you didn't actually watch it kind of thing, right? Like at least that's what I feel like Netflix does sometimes is they butcher something because they never watched it or watched the whole fucking anime, so they don't know what it's about except a little bit. Or they read like the Cliff's Notes blurb version of the anime and they're like, yeah, man, we could totally make that in a 16-hour movie or uh, you know, season and not do well with it. But Rama got a remake. So think about it that way. Rama's got a remake. Even though it's on Netflix, it was a 70s manga, an 80s, or an 80s manga, a 90s anime, and then it was 2024 when they remade it. So, you know. So what are you studying, Mike, Mika? You said you were a student, and I figured you were, but like, what are you actually studying? Or a field of study, or what are you going to school for? I will ship to anywhere, Mika. The countries that I ship to are wherever the United Postal Service will ship to. Yeah, it's me and you in here only. So, yeah. No, I'll ship to anywhere the damn United States Postal Service will let me ship to. I don't. I don't care. I just don't know what international shipping would cost me in certain cases until like I go to ship it. That's literally the only thing I don't really know on shipping costs and stuff like that when it would come to like if I were to say shipping it to you in India, I don't know how much it would cost me, but I wouldn't have a problem with shipping anything to China, India, fucking Istanbul. I don't care. That doesn't mean anything. Oh, okay, cool, cool. I didn't know if you were in college yet or not. So that's cool. What is secondary high school? What does that mean exactly? Because like you guys have different. It's a little bit different than what Americans call their schooling. You know, like you go to elementary school, which is in some cases like kindergarten, which is the first grade we go to, then first grade, second grade. Most of the time, it's like to third or fourth grade, right? And then the kids start going to like an element or like a middle school or a kind of thing like that. In my case, when I went to school, I went through sixth grade and then I went to the high school in seventh grade. And then in seventh grade, it was just uh, separated by a building. Like I was in another building next to the high school. And then some of my classes and stuff like that were in high school. And then you just go through seventh through 12th grade. And then you graduate high school and you're done. So, oh, that's cool. I just don't understand like the secondary high school part, what that means in like comparison to what America school is. So like, would it be you were the like a senior in high school and then you're done with high school after this and then go to college next semester, for the fall semester of college or whatever? Oh, okay. So that would be so your junior, your 11th and your 12th grade year would be like junior senior year, and then eighth and ninth grade or 10th and ninth grade would be your sophomore freshman, and seventh and eighth grade. So you just got you separated up more is how it works than what we do. Like all of high school, it would be most high schools are like 10th through 12th grade, sometimes ninth grade mixed in. So it's just all one school, and then you go to that same school till you fucking graduate, pretty much, and then you're done. Like for me, I went to a school called Wellburn, Wellborn, Wellborn, but it was pronounced Wellburn, and that that school was where I went seventh through 12th grade. I started seventh grade in that school and I graduated seventh grade in that school. That's awesome. Well, congrats, man. My son just graduated the other day from high school. My stepdaughter, well, ex stepdaughter, she's still my daughter. I still consider my daughter. Graduated 2 years ago. Actually, right after I moved out here to Las Vegas, she graduated. I wanted to go, but I couldn't. I couldn't afford to go. So I would have loved to be able to see her graduate. I would have loved to be able to see my son graduate too, but that didn't happen either. So. I've been out of high school longer than you've been in school, or longer than you've been alive there, Mika. Thinking about it now. I didn't. I'm not going to. My stepdaughter 2 years ago, and my son graduated yesterday from high school, and I didn't know about it until yesterday. So, long story short, but I got to see pictures. Maybe you're able to go see Violet graduate high or college soon, in a few years. Hopefully by then I'm able to do stuff more. What do you mean? What do I mean? That's not gonna be right. That I've been a lot. I've been in. I graduated high school in 2003. So I've been out of high school longer than you've been in school. That's what I was meaning by that. It's like 100 degrees outside too today. By the way, fucking horrible. Thank you, Mika. Thank you. Thank you, Mika. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. That is the wrong color right here, but it'll work for a minute. You are the fourth member now. I had to think. There's only been four, and you're the fourth. But you're the third with the right access. That makes sense. That helps me out so much. For real, Mika, that does. That helps me out so much. That's super helpful, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That is superly helpful, honestly, in comparison to a lot of other stuff that could you guys can do. Like that's that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I like this color better, and then we're gonna do that dark color for the inside. It doesn't matter what you are. I appreciate it. Uh, you're the fourth member period and stuff is all. Because I have Crystal, Reaper, my buddy Jason, and you now. So again, it's this helps out a lot. Access, inner circle, any of that is all good. I'm happy with any of it. So thank you, Mika. Thank you again. Just thank you. So no guilty, no feeling bad. I appreciate the shit out of it. That helps out getting the channel growing more. That's not right. That'll be better. Yeah. Oh, did you see your little thing? The little thing right beside your name now. It's Zim. Yep. Also, you get different emojis that are only Vultkin. So, one of them is that little Invader Zim emoji. One of them is Death. One of them is, I think, Nifty. I'm not sure what all is each. But yeah, it gives you that, and then we're gonna update those soon to new things. And then again, like I said before, once I get more of the membership going, like you just joined, I'm gonna do member only giveaways, at least until, yeah, well, mostly until further notice, really. Let's do this. It's only saying 14 on mine. So I don't know what the deal is. 320. Okay. Just trying to see what time it is, make sure. Yep, only showing 14. I'm not done with it yet. I got to get it better than what it is right now. What did that say? I have jewels on us. Okay, I just sent myself a gift. Um, yeah, yeah, she's on top of his head. So, I'm just trying to see what this is because it said it gave me 200. Shit. All right, I'll take it. Do you not see the original version? This is a redo. I did the original on spray paint about 15 years ago. I don't know. It just gave me free stuff to use, so I just sent myself gifts. That's pretty much what it is. Um, so in the chat, there's a box and a little cash emblem. The box is send a gift, and then the cash is send or like the little money thing is for the membership, and then the super chats and stuff. So on your right by the chat button, there's a little thing that says that. But I just got a thing saying it gave me like 300 things to use, so I just sent them to myself. Oh, I don't think it'll hurt me in any way, but it can't hurt or it can't hurt, you know. And hell, it's pretty much YouTube just gave me free money to give it to myself, so I'll do that um, any day of the week, you know, any day of the week. Also good. Like I said, there's a button like when you, on your chat feature, there's a thing like here. I'll show you real quick. So there's that. You click it, and then it gives you this, and then that is for like super chats and stuff, and then membership, and then you can go there and send like anything from like $1 to what is it? Uh 99 cents to 4.99, $499 or something like that. So yeah. And you know the cool thing is I didn't know until recently, until I started getting these different things and abilities and shit to unlock for myself, I guess is the word. Um, I started getting, or you can, I've started seeing where you can do all kinds of different cool stuff for uh, creators that you follow and stuff, like giving them, the memberships, and then there's the super likes and the super thanks. There's like something you can do on shorts and on long videos and stuff like that for people that see, and I don't know. YouTube is trying really, 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 really hard to beat out Twitch and Twitch or Stitch, Twitch streams, and I can't remember the other one. Oh, and Instagram. They're trying to beat out like Instagram lives and all that kind of stuff as well. So, and get more people streaming, I guess, like what I'm doing on here. I don't know if I'm ahead of the game or what, but it's like TikTok. I got some traction on TikTok, but not enough that I want to keep pushing it as much. And then when I went on live on there, that was just a waste of all my effort. Hey, there you go. I did draw him, yes. Hi, Connor, how you doing? I did draw that little Deadpool. Yeah. He's there he is. Nope, this is a canvas. Yeah. So, Mika, what are you going to go to college for when you start college? Or you have an idea of what you want to do college wise? Or are you going to go to college and try to figure it out and then have it, then decide? Or do you have a couple ideas and then try to figure out what you want to do? So no, I had a whole bunch of 4x4s canvases that Chris had gotten me at one point, and I had done a bunch of 4x4s in hopes that they would sell, and they did not. So uh, I just don't do them very often, and I only had one more, and I did him today. So I did him earlier. So well, that makes sense. I mean, dude, I understand, especially. They pushed school real hard when I was in school. To go to school, like when I was in high school, it was go to college. If you don't go to college, you're gonna fucking waste away and right, all the stuff. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to college. I wanted to, but life and shit happened, and I ended up putting my ex-wife through school. Um, so she got to go to college. She graduated, and then I was supposed to go after her, and I didn't. And then I tried to, after me and her, while we were still married, I tried to go to school at one point, but work didn't let me. And I was going to go try to get an engineering degree to help myself at the job out at the job that I used to have, but it didn't work out because literally my boss at the time fucked me out of that job or out of going to school. As soon as he found out I was going to school, he put me on night shift. And so, guess what I was doing? Night classes. And guess what I couldn't do on night shift if I was working? Go to the night classes. So I went one semester and didn't go back. Crystal's got two bachelor's degrees and stuff and a master's. So, she's got a whole bunch of education and it helped her out. But I'm not capable of going back to school at this point. I need a darker green than that. It's a darker green. Actually, we'll just use this green because I think that'll be a better overall color. I've been better, Marcella, but thank you for asking. Um, yes, they're just not listed yet. Thank you, Marcella. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but job wise and job opportunities nowadays is very hard to have to get a job anymore without the educational side of it in America. Some underwhelming jobs need bachelor's degrees and shit for it, and it's just stupid. So, but yeah, no, Mika, here you go. There's the little guy by your badge. What the fuck? Anyway, this one. This is shall tear blood fallen. I'll show you her better upgrade that I did of her as well. If I can find it real quick. Aha, there she is. Nope, that's not her. There she is. No. This or this chick. This chick. That's Bowser or Bowsette. But a female and human. What the fuck is the blood chair or the shell tear that I just had? Anyway, there's the big version of Shalter that I was just trying to show you. But now I can't find the 4x4. Anyway. I'm not sure right offhand. I can't remember what the price is on these for it. Bowsette is Bowser with the crown on that gives her, turns him into a thing. Signed. Also signed. Oh, there she is. Can't show you that one anyway. I cannot show you this one. I can show you that much of it. Yeah, I can show you this much of it. I can't show you the rest of it, or YouTube will be very, very mad at me. Grr. But anyway, so same character, by the way. Just a cat, just something I did near Halloween. Just a character I did near Halloween, this little demon goat kitty thing. But yeah, that's as much as I can show you that one now. because Facebook will, or YouTube will be mad at me if I showed you the rest of it. It's got boobs. A little Spider-Man. Last year, she was one of the first requests that I got on YouTube. Actually, as soon as I find her again, I'll tell you. So I started the channel July 2nd, and July 28th, she was my first YouTube request that I got. Was her. I think her Mitsuri. But Spider-Man did him. Guts from Berserk. Batty from Ferngully. Angel from Lilo and Stitch. Bartol from Anastasia. Random Vampire Girl thing. Cyborg. Starfire. Raven. Robin. Beast Boy. Pikachu! Pochita, Bulbasaur, Mojo Jojo, Lucifer, Alistair, Stitch, chick from Cool World, I can't remember her name, Charmander, Vaporeon, Scott Pilgrim. Yes, they are. I'll show you how they connect here in a second. Hi, cats. How you doing? They're all posted on my YouTube and other things. But yeah, they're all here, man. None of this stuff that I've done recently that I'm showing you is not on my YouTube or whatever in one way or the other. But yeah, this is how they're supposed to be displayed. And then I also have that much more of 4x4s. They're either on my Instagram or they're on my Facebook or they're on my YouTube. So from Scott Pilgrim, Naruto, Crazy Eye, Grr, from Hanna-Barbera, also from Scotty Pilgrim. Well, I'm glad you slept, cats. Billy and Mandy and Grimm, Lydia Dietz, what's her name from Hell of a Boss, Kill la Kill, Batgirl. She was part of my Inktober 2 years ago. Penchus, Snoopy, Beetlejuice, Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Betty Page, Gizmo, Iago. Hey, look, Disney villain. Yogi Bear, Ingrid, the Plague Doctor, Gengar, another vampire cute chick, Pennywise, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which all four of these go together as well. I'll show you. Adam, Piccolo, and a shitty Harley Quinn. anyway. And then that's how this goes. So yeah. But I have that many 4x4 canvases. And more, actually. Because Sam is also one of the 4x4s I have. I also have Kane. I think that's all of them. I don't know. I was up for 24 hours the other day, by the way. Straight. That was fun. Hell yeah, good job, cats. And yeah, Ziggy is wanting to go outside. He needs to go potty. Oh, there's my glove. I've been looking for that. It fell on the ground, so. Well, I'm glad that I didn't give up on this painting. I wanted to. I really, really did. How many carriages did you design? Well, not now, up to now, because I know that's a fucking lot. But what are their names, cats? Come on, Ziggy. You gotta go potty. I'm gonna take you outside real quick. Oh, I gotta write that down on the back of that. Everybody. Where's he at? There he is. Ziggy Tax. There he is. He's good. Where are you going? This way. Yeah, he's good. What's as a OC type thing? Cats. You said you had to go. Go. He's about to. I'm about to kick him. I'm about to kick him. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you, Ziggy. I'm gonna kick the puppy. Want to see me kick the puppy? Who wants to see me kick the puppy? I'm gonna kick the puppy. Watch. Watch. Hi, Crystal. I'm about to kick Ziggy. Boop. Ziggy, sit. Good boy. You come on. Why can't you design any male characters? Can or cannot? I can't tell. No, hello, Crystal. How's your day going? Is it better? Can't. Okay. Design one off of a male character you already have. Not like use a male character design and then just change it up to masculine type features. So, like in your case, with your elves or your fairy type characters with the ears, I would instead of rounding them off, make them a little bit more squared, if that makes sense. That's the only thing I would try. Because it's usually the difference between female and male faces and all that stuff is the roundness. So, yeah, try that. Try maybe rounding out your features or not rounding them out. So, hello, Haru. Are you going to tell me you're bored again? Because if you do, you will be put back in timeout. I am not playing that game anymore. See you later, Marcella. Have a good one. Still hate her face right now, but oh well. Let's do this for now. Thank you, Mika or Marcella, and then I heard hello, Crystal. Oh no, he does tricks. So like this is sit, Ziggy sit, and then Ziggy down is him to lay down. Ziggy come is for him to like come to you, and then if you do like this and you go Ziggy come, he runs at you. I don't like them as much. I don't like the grabbies as much. They're good in some cases and they're bad in others. If that helps, I don't know how to explain that better. They're good in some cases and they're bad in others. So I don't know. They're just They're okay, but they're not great. I don't. Meh. They have some good uses and stuff, but for the most part, I'm not. I don't care for them as much. If that helps. Let's do. Oh, and cats. What was? Oh, okay. Just steal outfits or hair designs until you can get a feel for what you want for your character. Is what I just saw your comment on that part. So, I would try to steal, steal an outfit, steal a hairstyle, steal something from somebody that you can use until you figure out a your Bible in the aspect of like what your male character or characters will wear or not wear or what, especially if there's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody that they're kind of loosely based off of, just to help design them around that until you get them your way. I probably did this backwards, but it wouldn't have worked the other way, so. Hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
The current temperature in Las Vegas is 97 degrees.
Hey Google, what is 97 degrees in Celsius?
97 degrees Fahrenheit is 36.111 degrees Celsius.
There you go, guys. It's 36.111 degrees Celsius in Las Vegas. How do you like that? Huh. Well, I've only got the one OC, and well, I've got a couple. I haven't actually drawn the other three yet, very much. Um, but I'm about to start getting them more fleshed out. So the comic book or story will be coming along soon. What time is it? It's okay. I'm really excited to get started on that, but I don't think I'm going to like doing that soon. I want to do it, but I don't think. I honestly have a bad feeling that once I get started going, all of the haters in the world will come out of the woodwork to bitch about something. You didn't do this right. You didn't do that right. I don't like this. Meh. I don't like it anytime I do a Demon Slayer painting. The Demon Slayer fans come out of hiding to yell at me about I didn't do this right or I didn't do that right or I'm not fucking Japanese enough to draw like that or some shit. I don't know. But it's not Japanese people that say that. It's always a fucking American. right now. Yeah. Anyway. Yes, probably is cats. Don't worry about that. Just write it out, okay? My channel did that, has done that several times. Like, nothing will happen, nothing will happen, nothing will happen, and then all of a sudden I'll get a big hit, and then I'm back in the game, so, type thing. So just keep grinding right now, cats. I know it's sucks, but keep grinding. Um, that's what I'm it's what I keep having to do the same because every day it's something different. Like my viewership is way down because of this weekend and this stuff like that that's happened caused me not to be able to put up new content, and I'm not getting anything out of these streams anymore like I was. Um, so yeah, I understand, cats. Just keep pushing, okay? Um, I told everybody earlier this morning though, I'm not doing a sketch vault showcase this month. So we were not doing one for June. We may pick back up in July, but as of right now, I don't know. I'm starting to think no. So, I do like this grabby marker though. I will say that. Out of like I understand that it's Pride Month. That doesn't mean anything to me on the fact of doing a sketch vault showcase. Um, I would love to do some kind of thing for it, but after there was only you and a couple other people that did the showcase, actually entered it this month, and then all of the trouble I had to get people to just point me in the direction of, hey, let's do this. Oh my god damn it. Anyway, after all of the trouble I had to get you guys to give me the Disney villains last month, or for this month, and then only 4 people did it, I'm not doing it again. I'm not getting any feedback from it, so I'm not doing it anymore. I can't give you anything to win. Yeah, because that's why I don't have anything to give you to win. If I had something to give you to win, maybe I would do it, but like I don't actually have like the ability to give you anything for a contest, so that's why I don't try to do contests. Yeah, I know it's Pride Month, and I had thought about doing something for Pride Month, but the only thing that I could that would end up being asked or talked about for Pride Month, I guarantee you, would be something to do with Has Been Hotel. And there's more to Pride Month than Has Been Hotel. And hell, half the people that watch Has Been Hotel don't understand the pride concepts in Has Been Hotel. So I would definitely not want to do uh, Has Been Hotel so much either. And especially since I've done Has Been Hotel so much. And then the fact that when I do Has Been, my channel then only becomes a Has Been channel, and or everybody forgets I do other art. And also since like I don't have anything of a representation for Pride Month, I always feel weird about doing anything for Pride Month because technically people think I'm the enemy because I'm a white guy. So I'm usually the one that's people have blamed for some transgression back in the day that I wasn't a privy to or a part of, but I'm still gonna uh, kind of get blamed for in somebody's life. Hell, I haven't, even though I have friends that are pride people that go out and I say pride people just in the fact that they go out and sell, they're very much in the pride community and represent the pride community in that aspect. Uh, those people, I always feel weird about going out and like supporting them and being with them in that aspect because of being not, I'm straight. So like it tends to, I feel weird about going because I feel like certain times I'm not being an ally as much as anything. So if that makes sense. And hell, I've gotten yelled at by people in the pride in the LGBTQ community for just existing sometimes. So, well, why don't you do something for Pride Month, cats? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to draw the winner's request, and I've tried that a bunch of times, and nobody's done it. I've tried that a bunch of times too, man, and nobody's done that. Like what you've suggested, I've asked for that like input and stuff before from the community and been ignored. So, uh, yeah, good plan, good idea. Just tried it already. Hell, I tried to do a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, and I couldn't get anybody to do anything in that aspect. So awesome. Well, there you go, cats. You can do your own sketch vault showcase then with your community or something, Sorry, I'm looking down. I can't see what anybody said. Uh, oh, cool. What winnings? Uh, Arrow Ace. What does Arrow Ace mean? And I don't know because like there's a billion fucking terms for what people say they are, and I don't ever understand. I don't know what they are half the time. And then I feel like sometimes, and not saying everybody, but I feel like sometimes people put shit together that does not make any sense. I knew a girl one time that tried to tell me she was all these different things, and like 10, like she told me she was like 10 different fucking things, and six of them out of the 10 probably counteract or counter, like I'm this but not, and then this but I also like this, and I don't like that but I like it, and I don't, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What are what, what do you not like or don't like, or yeah. And I was just confused because and in her case, in this girl's case, it was something, she just didn't know what she wanted yet, and so she was trying out a bunch of terms, I think, before she figured out or settled on like, oh, I'm such and such. But what does Arrow Ace mean? Because that term that means absolutely zero to me. Okay, but what does that actually mean? Like, I get that it's a combination, but one is one and one is another term. So I don't, yeah, I don't know I don't know. Some of those sound contradicting to each other sometimes. Like Arrow Ace sounds like asexual, meaning they don't want or like people or sexual things, but then aromantic or romantic or whatever sounds like something else. But also, it's the same thing as fucking asexual. Because at the end of the day, you don't like sex. You don't like the thought of sex or any of that. Um, because I had a buddy of mine, and he was in Alabama. He's in Washington, Wisconsin, or some shit like that now. Anyway, he's asexual, meaning he doesn't have any sexual attraction to anyone, and uh, that makes sense. And that's what Alistair is asexual, from what I've read. But Again, I don't know or keep up with it as much. That's why I think the shipping thing with Alistair pisses me off so much, is because people who watch the show think they're uh, being good or funny or cute or whatever, but then you're pushing a sexual relationship on a character that doesn't have sexual feelings. If that makes sense. So a little weird. Okay, but wouldn't that just be asexual? I'm not trying to argue. I'm just the terminology for some of this stuff has always baffled me, and it always feels like it's uh, contradicting itself sometimes, if that makes sense. Like some of it feels like it contradicts itself when you say it out loud. Because like asexual would cover romantic. If you're not attracted to anybody, you're not going to be romantic with them. So what's the point of adding that in it? Is what I'm trying to figure out more so than anything. And again, I don't know, so I'm just asking. Well, I mean, like I said, with the two, they're the same. They're the same. Like asexuality and it's the same. So you wouldn't have romantic feelings for someone if you don't have sexual feelings for them either. You wouldn't see the point in the need for the sexual feelings, right? Is what I'm seeing. So like the a or non-romantic also is, like I said, it kind of covers in there. And please know I'm not trying to be rude or shitty or anything. I honestly, none of this ever made much sense to me in some cases. So when it actually, is something that you guys are versed on and knowledgeable on, I'd like to get the information. Actually, let's do the color. Okay, but then also on the flip side of that, because you're not an adult, how do you know you are any of those things? that make sense? Because you're not active in that capacity or regard. You're not of that mindset. Plus, the fact that like your brain chemistry doesn't fucking know what it's doing until much later in life, right? And again, not knocking it or saying anything or trying to be whatever, but it's I feel like the younger people tend to latch onto terms and things and then not fully grasp or understand that life changes. So what is now and what you think and feel now may not be what you think and feel when you're 25 or 27 or fucking 30, you know? So it's just always, I never understand how in certain cases people will say this or that, or this, but they don't really know. Um, because they are, like you said, you're not old enough to really be in that certain thought. So you have a thought, you don't like this or you don't like that, but then uh I don't know what I'm trying to how I'm fucking this up. So I'm just gonna stop. But anyway, it boils down to the concept of like you don't know yet really what you are or aren't. So it's hard to have the terms is what I never understood. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna end that on that note because I feel like I sound like I'm or against you guys' way or whatever, but I'm not. I just trying to understand. Hello, Breadlish. Um, that's also part age and part, just other shit, and so that may, I get that, but also just because you don't understand it now doesn't mean you're necessarily in that regard, I guess, is what I don't know, never mind. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. So, Ooh, that was almost bad. Oh, it's Gamer. Hi, Gamer. Jet right now. I think Jet's the best. I think the rest of them kind of. Spike is good, but Faye sucks. So I'm not real happy with uh, Faye currently. She's the least favorite. Jet's my most favorite, and then Spike's the next favorite, if that helps you out. Okay, that's cool. I mean, just you can be. I was just trying to ask. I'm not questioning or judging you or saying you're not, cats. I promise. And you can be any of that. I just wasn't sure, and some of those terms seem redundant. And that's all. Because like you're not going to be romantic, period, if you don't like people that much in general. So yeah, I don't know. But again, like I said, I'm just asking questions because I don't understand more so than anything else. All right. I need. Yeah, like I said, cats, I promise I'm not trying to say you're not or disagree with you. I just think part of it comes down to, at least here in America with some kids and some people, um, they think it's cool in certain cases to be in the LBGTQ spectrum, if you want to call it like that sexual spectrum of things, and they don't understand what it truly means to be in that way, or gay or straight or bisexual or ace or whatever. And I think some of people tend to want to fit in a way that means they're going to say or pretend to be something technically they're not so that they can get friends. And again, not you cats, just from my experience with people that I've met in the past. Um, I knew a girl at one point that wanted to be trans because she thought it was a cool, fun thing. Not because she was actually trans or wanted to be a man in that case, right? So it's stuff like that that's always a little weird to me when I ask people. So that's all. But again, if anybody hears this later and like wants to yell at me about being anti LBGT or any of that stuff, I'm not. I just don't know. And I'm curious on certain aspects about it because you hear things, but you don't actually meet somebody that is in that uh, capacity in that aspect. Like I've met a bunch of trans people before, people who were, you know, biologically born male and then are transitioning into a female, or biologically female and are transitioning into a male. And uh, I've known a bunch of them here and there throughout my years on the earth. I've known a few that went through part of the transition process, taking hormones, doing certain things like that, only to realize like later that they were not trans, they were just, you know, gay or whatever. So, uh, and then I've met people who were, you know, from an early on age knew that they were gay or, you know, different in that aspect. And then I've known people that were like, "Oh, I'm so this or so that," and then like a year or two goes by, you meet them again, you see them, and they're like, "No, no, 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 it wasn't that way," or "That was a mistake," or "That was whatever," and you're like, "Okay." So yeah, what app out? I don't know what app we're talking about, cats. So you have to fill me in on the app. You're on vacation. Yeah, you're summer break, right? Summer break. Summer break. I've not heard of Procreate Dream, so I don't know. I've got Procreate, but I got to play with it some more and just not mess with it very much. There we go. Bye, gamer. Bye, gamer. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. And besides, I have no idea how many markers are on this one. So I used a bunch and then painted over them, and then you did a bunch, painted over it, and stuff like that. So, like, Spike's got 4 different fucking layers on his skin tone. So, but like I said earlier, I'm not doing the marker stuff anymore. Oh, it's way more. That's, yeah, it's probably more than that, but. There we go. I need to do that. All right, I gotta go here in about 5 more minutes anyway. I did actually write down how many for Spider-Man, though. Oh, no. Way less than that. It's like fucking 7. But anyway, there we go. Today's paintings. So on that note, guys, I gotta go. They're done, and he's done. So 97, 98 for the year. 2 more and I'll have 100 paintings for the entire year so far, which is worthless overall, but yay. Alrighty. Yeah, my goal is 250 for the year. My goal is 250 paintings for the year. I did about 230 last year, and I'm trying to get 250 for this year. We'll see if I do it or not. I don't know. And if I don't, it's fine. It's just a goal that I set to try to keep myself pushing art all year. And yeah. So hopefully. I mean, I think I can. The problem this year with, in comparison to like last year, is I'm doing a lot bigger paintings this year. Last year was a whole bunch of 4x4s and nothing but 5x7s with a couple bigger ones here and there. This year I've done two 16x20s that took over 10 hours a piece. I've done a couple collages that took a couple hours to do each. You know, some of them took me a day and then on to the next day to finish them. So, yeah. And then like last couple days, I've had some last week and then yesterday and then stuff like that have had some technical issues. It's 3:30 almost 4. Pick up Crystal, so I'll tell you in a second. It is 4:40, so I gotta go to pick up Crystal. But I had to go walk Ziggy real quick before I put him up in his kennel. Yeah, yeah. So when you look at my paintings from a couple years ago to now, there's a huge improvement. And then hell, you can look at picture paintings from a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago to recently, and there's a big jump in skill. But that comes with painting every day, every day, every day, every day. Um, you know, that's part of it. Come on, Ziggy. So Ziggy's going to his bed, and I'll show you. Wait. Oh well, he's just gonna go do it. So never mind. Um, so he's tired. He went and laid down. So all right. Anyway, I will show you this painting real quick, and then there we go. Today's paintings, guys. So anyway, guys, on that note, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Keep creating, keep making art. So bye, guys.